Hi friends, it's Nancy and I'm back to work on my Queen Victoria journal. So I'm embellishing these pages. I did a little bit of texture paste on this one and it's drying. It's got birds and I have a little flippy thing, but I can't flip it right now because my texture paste is still wet. I think this is still wet too. But what I'm going to do is I have this piece of lace. I got it at an estate sale. Oh, at least a year ago, I think. And I'm going to cut a window in here and then place that lace there. So the window is 3.5 by 3.5. I'm just going to cut myself a template, I think. I think that's probably going to be the best way for me to position things. Did I say 3.5? It's going to be 3.25. There we go. So there's big hunks of text on these book pages. Excuse me. So I want to either cover them up or do something fancy schmancy. So I will start by now. I'm going to use a pin to poke my corners, and that way I can draw the line on the other side. Yeah, I think it's dry enough. Now before I cut it, I want to do a little bit of what do you call this? Collage, just kind of over the edge. And like that. I'm gonna ink up my edges. Just the edges that are going to show. Okay. Doug's watching a movie that's loud. So hopefully it's not going to disturb us too much. But you know, men, they have to have exploding things and what have you. And when I went out there to iron my lace, somebody was getting his head kicked in, so... Okay. This is just a pile of offcuts and things that I've set aside. And these two happen to be from these three happen to be from very, very old books. They're red paper. Yeah. Forgot to ink up that side there. Fixed it. Fixed it, fixed it. Maybe I'd like a number. This is from a 1920s prescription. One more. Okay. I'm going to flip this back over. And I'm going to use my knife. Oh, Nancy, you're so silly. You know you shouldn't try to cut vintage paper with a knife. I think that's going to be okay. going good. It's going good. Okay. Let's turn this over again. Do a little inking. Little distress ink. Like so. Okay. I'm just using some art glitter glue to glue this down. I will be stitching it. Okay. Let that dry for a minute and then I'll take it over to the sewing machine. Let me move this white paper so you can see it better. Just like that. Okay, now I mentioned that I wanted to do an envelope I want to do an envelope like Anna did from Made by Grenath. I didn't have a lot of envelopes that are open like that, but I think this is maybe the one that I'm going to use. So I will be attaching some, well, first of all, I'm going to ink everything. Let's get that part taken care of first. This one's from 1946. Yeah, most of the envelopes have either been torn on the side or torn across the top. They don't have the flap intact. Excuse me. So that's a little disappointing. Clearly our ancestors didn't know that we were going to need them to open their envelopes carefully. Just gonna jack that in there. Yeah. I think I'm going to do a stencil over that because it's not gorgeous. Let me just see what I got handy. This is one I haven't used before. It's Minte stencil, made in Poland. I got this when Catherine and I were away. I think I'll just do a little bit of stenciling like that. You're thinking, Nancy, why are you being such a... Because I have to have things perfect. I'm going to move this down so I can get these 3 roses right there in the bottom corner. Yes. Just trying to decide which parts to stencil. I'm gonna do extra dark here with these roses. Okay, see how it turned out. Beautiful. Look at that. I'm going to try to get this leaf in there. If I had some tape. Oh, well, I've got tape, but I'm too lazy to get up. Yeah, nice. I might want to add a piece of lace as sort of a tab. Maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Or should I do it in the center? Center? Center with a button? Let's find a button. I have this lovely little flower here. Nope, too modern. Okay, let me grab some thread. I'm not going to stitch it right through because then I'll have a problem getting things right to the bottom of the envelope if I put something in the envelope. If you ever have trouble threading multiple plies of thread, bend it over the eye of your needle, and just kind of rub it, and then that gives it a sharp fold that you can just tug through like that. Hope that's helpful to somebody. Or this way. Two, three, four, five. Okay. There we go. I'll just trim that off. And I will use fabric glue. Come on. Don't tease me. This is just an offcut from one of the pages I did in my last video. I've got them right there at the top of my desk so I can grab them if I need them. I'm trusting that's more or less centered. Now, what kind of paper? So like I said, the paper is going to be attached to this side. Well, maybe I'll demonstrate. That might be easier, Nancy. So that will go like that. And then the papers will be tucked up underneath. Okay. See if I want to do it this way. No, I got the roses going laterally, or horizontally. All right, so the front of the paper will be facing down. What have I got here? I have a part of an old magazine. I kind of like that. Or if I just turn it upside down. Okay, so we're going to turn this way. So it's going to go like that. It's going to be a short one. Whoop, what was that? Another piece of a magazine. Come here, you. Let's see what we've got that's old and plain. This is old and plain. got some of this tea-dyed note paper. Like that. I'm going to put that aside. I might use that for something. Sorry, I've just got a pile of papers in my lap here. I'm flipping through. No. Got a whole bunch of that won't hurt to add one of those. That might decorate things up a bit, right? There's some different color. What's this say? Piece of piano paper. It's part of an old greeting card. That's some tea-dyed ledger. This is kind of a, I don't think I'll use that one actually. What's this? I think that's a piece of music. I'm trying to find some longer pieces because it's a long page. I'm giving myself a few more seconds and then that's it. Here's a long one. This is some music manuscript and book page. I think that's it. Put it away. Okay. So let's start with a long piece. This one I even have a piece of tape. Got a rusty paper clip and an old hunk of tape. Just gonna trim that off. Okay, so I think I would want that to show. What else have we got that's long? Oh. That is long. Okay. This is a piece of piano paper. This is part of an old prescription, I think. It's not on a doctor's prescription pad paper, but it's I like how it's got some ink there. Okay. I'm just going to tear this off here. Okay. I do need something darker. Okay. I'm just going to fold this over. Some of these I can probably pull down a bit. Yep, they're a little. Is that more or less straight? Wrong bottle of glue. There we go. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Where'd my other lid go? Oh, there it is. All right. So this will go like that on that page. And then when this opens, we have some paper. All right, we need to decorate that for sure. That's not good. What have I got here? I can just grab hold of. Maybe nothing. I always have little bits and pieces of stuff. Not today, Nancy. Not today. All right. Doesn't look like I inked that, does it? I'm gonna fix that. So I'm just gonna lay this scrap paper right there. Make that a little more grubby. Let me see if I've got a little something I can put there. Probably have a little Victorian image. That's big. Something little, Nancy. Go do that little bird. Now, that little bird is pretty white in the center, so I'm going to ink that up first so I can darken up that whiteness. Yeah, you're much nicer. I don't know how this is going to look, but I can tear it, give it a shot. Let's try that. No, I'm just going with the first two. I sometimes think 3 things are the way to go with the collage, but I'm gonna be weird. Just a little off. A word might be nice. A word or a label. I like how there's some postage marks there. Maybe something related to royalty or majesty or queen. Let me look in the text block. All right, this is what I went with. Just says the queen. I don't know whether I want to pin this down or make it permanent. I think I'm going to, for the moment, anyway, pin it down. I could tie a little piece of something on there. Little piece of fabric, little piece of lace. Stop, Nancy. I'll figure something out. Okay, there's that one. All right, this one, I did this collage. This is a different book. Can't remember what, Born to Serve, I think, was the title of the book. And so this was a picture that was in it, and I just did some collage, and then it opens up and do some journaling there. Here. I don't think I'll do anything. Something can be added eventually, but I think it's good enough with the stencil paste. There's the title page. I got that all fussy cut. That took me a while. It sure did. Okay. Let me figure out what I'm going to do next. Okay, we're back on this one. I've stitched around it. I stitched from the front so that the thread would be nice and neat. And now I'm just going to tie these off. It's hard to see. Something is caught here. Yep, everything's on the correct side. What a mess. I mean, it's not critical that the thread be tied off. It's glued down. but just for the sake of my need for completion. Done, done. I like it. I hope you do. Okay, now this is a magazine advertisement, and I kind of thought it was fun looking because it had you know, this probably a king or a knight or something, I don't know. It's pretty fragile, so I'm going to back it with some of this paper. Anybody see where my elastic went? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I didn't mean to smack that. So I'm going to use glitter. Okay. Let's pop that down there. I'm going to flip it over and sort of, I don't know what the word is, burnish it, maybe? I don't know. Just make sure it's super flat. There's no bubbles. That's just where there's a hole from the staple. Okay. So I want to put a little fold there. So let's grab my bone folder. And that's just going to work swimmingly. Now, I am going to cut this. Maybe I'll draw me a little line. I'm just not great at eyeballing things. We'll call it an 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, as long as I get under there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to use my decal edge trimmer to trim some of that off. Yeah, maybe I can cut it a little more. There we go. Get some ink going on here. I've been liking the brush for this project. Let's go back to the brush. Here we go. Oh, he's got something with music. Church music, it sounds like. I don't know what he's doing out there. First people are kicking each other in the head, and now there's a church service? Maybe it's a funeral for the guy who got kicked in the head. Now, is there anything else I'd like to do to decorate this? Carlsbad Sprudel salt. That'll fix everything you got. It's going to correct everything. Whoa, it's even in Latin. What if thinking about doing a lace belly band behind it, and then something could be tucked under the lace behind it, and then this could still be flipped open. Well, I don't have to decide right now. I can think on it. Or what if I used a piece of sari silk? Let me just grab that gold sari silk over here. Yeah, no. Don't like it. I do not like it. What's this? Yeah, I might like that. I'm gonna look around, see what lace I have. We're just about at an hour now, so I think I'll pause. I think I will look for another flat piece of lace, something a little, something that's symmetrical, not like a flat side and then a scallop side. I want something symmetrical. I'll see what I can find. Anyway, come back again soon. We'll do some more work on this journal. Let me know what you think. How's this coming together for you? Do you think it's you think it's working? All right, we'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.